Hi everyone, I'm Chantel the Belle and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be taking an old pair of my glasses and I'm just going to be updating them to a more current and fashionable look. Okay, so for starters I just want to go over the supplies that I have here. So here I have a bowl of hot water. It's not super hot, it's warm, so that it'll help to loosen up the lenses in the frame to make them come out more easily. So I'm just going to pop those in there while I show you everything else. I've got my painter's palette. This is just the case for my glasses. I've got some painter's tape that I'm going to use to mark off the lines on my frame of where I want to paint. Got some paint brushes, just two small paint brushes in two different sizes. And I've got some acrylic paints. I'm going to be using this orange color, and these are some golds that I had, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use these because I actually found a can of gold spray paint that I had, so I may end up using this gold with this orange acrylic. And orange is my favorite color, which is why I'm deciding to go with the color orange. And then I have a can of Mod Podge. This is the matte acrylic sealer, and I prefer the spray for this project, but I also do have the regular spreadable Mod Podge that you could use as well. I decided instead of getting rid of them that I'm just going to update them. And this is my first time doing this, so hopefully I can get them updated. But I have some paper towel laid out just in case I spill any water or any paint. So I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to see if I can pop these lenses out. So I'm just going to move the water to the side, and I'm going to take my thumb and my forefinger, and I'm just going to pop out the lens starting at the nose bridge, and voila, there it is. So I'm just going to set have it. So I've got my two lenses popped out, and I'm just going to set those to the side because I don't want those to mess up your color. So the inspiration came from a pair of Warby Parker glasses that I saw on my Instagram feed, and the glasses are like a tortoise print with like a pink. I think a pair had pink, and then there was a green pair and a blue pair where the bottom half was in the different color. So I want to kind of recreate that look just on a more affordable pair of glasses, because I don't know about you, but spending $99 on a pair of frames is a bit expensive to me, at least. And I like to, change my glasses up when I can. So I dried those off. Got any excess water off of them, and I'm just going to take a piece of the painter's tape. I think I'm going to make it kind of long so that it can go across the width of the glasses. And the first color that I'm going to do is probably going to be the orange. So for the orange, I want it to be like just right along the bottom half of my lens. So I'm going to hopefully get this painter's tape aligned pretty straight, maybe diagonally. So I'm just going to tear off the excess tape, and then with the extra piece of tape that I tore off from the first strip, I'm just going to line it up on the back side in the same position so that my line for the orange is even all the way around. So, and I forgot to mention, but this pair of glasses is from Zennis Optical. I actually prefer to only order my glasses from Zennis Optical. I think their glasses are a lot more affordable than most brands, and you can find some really cute frames at a decent price. So I've got them wrapped up. As you can see, just the bottom half is exposed because that's where we're going to be putting the orange. And You want to make sure that it's sealed, that the two sticky sides of the tape touch all the way around the glasses so that you don't get any leakage of the paint into the areas that you don't want painted. So on the nose bridge, it's actually still a little bit of space there, so I'm just going to take another small piece of tape and hopefully use that to close up the space in between my nose bridge, the nose bridge of my glasses. So I'm just gonna tape that up like that. Make sure it's on there nice and secure. If you don't feel comfortable removing your lenses, you can always leave them in there and just tape around the lenses. But here we are. I've got the frames taped up in the area that I want them. So I'm going to take my paintbrush and go ahead and start painting this bottom half in the orange color that I picked out. So I'm just going to wet my brush up using my hot water and then wipe off any excess. And then I'm going to paint. So I'm just going to take my paintbrush and I'm just going to paint, like I said, along the exposed area of my glasses. And I was just thinking that it might even be cute, you know, to extend the color to the arms of your glasses as well, if you're interested in doing something like that. But I probably will not do that. I'm just going to focus on the bottom of my frames. And here we go. So that's the first coat, and this is how it looks. You can't really see the color all that well just yet, which is why we're gonna do multiple coats. It actually looks like I put more paint on this lens here, so I'm just gonna go back and apply a little bit more paint to the other lens. And again, you know, I just want a straight line across mine. You know, this is the most similar to the Warby Parker frame. However, but if you want to get fancy and do a diagonal or make your lines vertical versus horizontal, that's totally up to you and your style preference. And like I said, I may go back and transform another pair using a different color and maybe a different design, but right now just gonna try to keep it simple and just do it like this. So I think I have a pretty good start to the base paint, and I'm just gonna rinse my brush, leave my brush sitting in water. But so far this is what we have. So we've got the orange on the bottom, and I think the orange will look really good with the tortoise frame. So I'm just gonna sit that to dry. I'm gonna come back in about 30 minutes and apply another coat. All right, so the orange is definitely starting to show through, and I really like the shade of it. So it's safe to say that about three to four coats of acrylic paint actually did the job right. So I'm going to peel off the tape and reveal the color. Okay, so now I've got all of the tape off, and look how cool that looks. I really like it. So now we're gonna go in with the gold. I'm just going to tape just a little across the top because where I don't want the gold, and let's get started. I'm gonna use a lot less tape this time, I think, because that's a little bit much to take off. So I'm gonna mark it off about there. So now we have the front and the back taped off, and I'm going to use some of the gold paint and paint another stripe. And when you're painting, just be careful not to overlap on the other color that you painted, unless you're going for a kind of like ombre look. But I'm not going for that. I'm just going for a regular gold. Now for the gold, I'm going to use this gold spray paint. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it onto a paper plate. And I think that's going to do it. What do you guys think? I really like the gold. So I'm going to let that dry. And once that dries, I'm going to go over it with our sealant to seal everything off. And then we're going to try them on. And that will be it. But I really like it. I'm going to leave the tape on for a couple more minutes just to give it some time to dry. And then once it's dried, I'm going to peel the tape off and I'll show you what they look like after everything. Stay tuned. I'm going to spray the sealant over the frame before I peel the tape off, since the exposed areas are the painted areas. So just gonna spray paint this really quick. I'm gonna cover up the arms so that I don't get any of the spray on the arms, and that will be it. That will finish up this project, and then I will take off the tape and show you how they look on. So this is what it looks like wet. I'm gonna give it a little bit to dry. Okay, so here is the final look. I am going to try them on for you guys. I see that a little bit of the gold kind of creeped down into here, so I'm just going to clean that up, and then I'm going to try them on so that you can see them. Yay! So now that we have the frames are completely dry, we are going to reinsert the lenses. And to put your lenses back in, you just want to start in the corner of the nose bridge, and might be better to do it from the back side, but oops. But you just want to start at the corner of the nose piece and then apply a little pressure and pop it back in, and voila. And just do that to the other lens, and then we will try these on and see how they look. So these are a little dirty because I got my fingerprints all over them, but I'm going to wipe them down really quick and then give them a try on. Okay, so we're gonna try them on and see how they look. And I'm headed to the gym, so I just wanted to try these on really quick before I left out for the gym. But let's see how they look. And voila. And I really like them, and I'm super excited to wear them when I'm all dressed and jazzed and pizzazzed. But so it's that easy, guys. Let me know what you think, if you like this tutorial, if you'd like to see some more like this in the future. But here we are, our new tricked out Zennis, or whatever brand you have. But until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.